Batman is considered one of the best fighters in DC Comics, and in comics in general. He's mastered the likes of boxing, Muay Thai, Judo, Karate, Krav Maga? The fuck is that? A lot of people have made these types of videos already, but as someone who both watches and has practiced martial arts for a decent amount of time now, I think I'm more qualified than the average nerd to discuss this. I'm not going to beat around the bush, and I'm just going to answer this question pretty quickly. Affleck's Batman is the best fighter. You know, it just is what it is, you know. Let's just look at the warehouse scene alone. Very good boxing. He has very crisp and strong punches. He has good defensive boxing. He shows very good kicks, like this spinning back kick right here, meaning he's probably very good at kickboxing or taekwondo. I imagine he's very good at Muay Thai also. He also shows a lot of very good grappling and wrestling. He completely owns and ragdolls these dudes, constantly throwing them around and shit. Also counting this one shot that isn't in the movie for some reason. To do this, you need a pretty decent understanding of weight distribution, how to use people's weight against them. This Batman is also strong as shit. You feel every single punch he throws in this fight. And again, very good defense. Again, defensive boxing, he's good at putting his hands in the way to stop himself from getting hit. Since the Batman has come out, people have started calling this a more debatable discussion. And I mean, not really. Yeah, I like that movie, but I do have some issues with how that Batman fights that people tend to write off with, oh, he's inexperienced, guys, he's in his first year. But he does things that I don't think any decent fighter should just not do or neglect altogether. And on top of that, he's not even the definitive second place. It's actually quite debatable. This Batman's biggest strength is his boxing. He has very good boxing. He throws combinations, like 1, 2, 3 punch combinations that are very effective and will put opponents out instantly. I think there's an offhand comment that is made in the film where Alfred says that he's the one who trained Bruce Wayne in this universe. So I imagine Alfred probably has a decent understanding of boxing as well, and that's probably why his fight style is so boxing heavy. But the one element of Pattinson's Batman that I really don't like in how he fights, something that I praised Affleck's Batman for just previously, his defensive fighting. This Batman lets himself get hit way too fucking much, in my opinion. He will just let people punch him in the face, and it's kind of a movie trope where you just take punches and don't defend them. Somebody who knows how to fight, will even defend a punch by instinct. They won't just let themselves get punched in the face. So that really bothers me about this Batman. And it leads into another point. Well, not another point, but another scene where Batman just lets this guy fucking shoot him. And that's something I really don't like either, because Batman, even if you know you can take a punch, if you know how to fight, you should know that one of the fundamental lessons in that and the fundamental rules is hit and don't get hit. Even if you can take the hit, you should try and get hit the least amount of times as possible. And yeah, this Batman has the armor that stops him from getting shot. He can get shot point blank with a shotgun and he's pretty much okay, outside of a little bit of soreness. But he should still try to avoid this shot. He can see this guy picking up his gun, loading it, aiming it towards him. He shouldn't just be mindlessly walking towards him like this. He should still try and avoid the shot, even if he knows it's not gonna put a hole in his chest. I know this movie wasn't made by like a Muay Thai coach or a BJJ practitioner. It was probably made by some nerd or something, who knows. But I still think Batman should not fight like this under any circumstances. And yeah, he doesn't do it all the time. It's mainly 3 examples in my head I'm thinking of. But if you fail to defend yourself, then you've already lost half the battle of being a good fighter. It doesn't mean that you can't ever get hit, because it doesn't matter how good you are, you're always gonna get hit. That's just the nature of fighting. But just walking up to a guy, letting him shoot you, it feels like neglect and just like a lack of discipline. And now onto the Batman that's tied with Pattinson for second place. And a lot of you are probably pissed that this wasn't a definitive Pattinson second place. But let me explain myself. It's Keaton's Batman, boys. Despite having hardly any mobility, Keaton's Batman does show good defensive boxing, constantly blocking shots from this sword here. And after this exchange, he throws a pretty debilitating and picture perfect teep or push kick. So yeah, Keaton's, I kind of wrote him off initially, or it sounded like I did, but he has some secret sauce in there. And when he returns in The Flash, they drizzle him in that sauce. Like, holy fuck, this might be my second favorite Batman action scene. It definitely feels like he saw his last movie and decided to take a bunch of taekwondo and kickboxing classes while he was retired. Because the amount of kicks he actually uses in this fight. Like, guys, I'm actually envious of how good these guys' kicks are, man. As somebody who's like transitioning from boxing to Muay Thai and is trying to get my kicks on point, I've never felt envy of a fucking superhero character before. Like, he has good sweeps, he has good boxing, he has good defensive boxing. This Batman's a really good fighter as well. I didn't mention any of the other Batmans because, I mean, come on, man. Half of them can't even move their head properly. And the one that can is just throwing elbows the entire time. He has a lot of the issues that Pattinson has. Well, I say a lot. Pattinson only has one issue, but he has the issue that Pattinson has, but even worse. His boxing is not as good. He throws wildly like in his fight with Bane. I guess he's not like a horrible fighter, but by Batman's standard, it's pretty low. I'd say he has one or two moments where he counters decently, like he catches a punch and he throws one right back at the opponent when they're open. He has some moments like that, but for the most part, it's a little underwhelming. So overall, best Batman fighters, it's definitely Affleck at the top. Try, and I do mean try, to ignore all the gruesome, horrible, out of character killing he does. And look at it objectively, he is the best fighter. He shows the most range of martial arts that he's allegedly mastered, and he's the most powerful. So Affleck's Batman's at the top. Second, like I said before, tied between Pattinson's Batman and Keaton's Batman. They both have really good boxing, but Keaton's Batman's just a bit more well-versed. He shows a much bigger variety of, martial arts used and applied. And I know Keaton has a lot of years on Pattinson's Batman. We're aware of that. But I gotta judge him somehow, guys. If we're gonna be putting asterisks everywhere, I'm gonna be here all day. For the DCU Batman, I think he should be modeled off of a mix of Affleck's Batman and the Keaton Batman from The Flash. I think you take those two and you model the fighting style of the new Batman on those two, and I think it could be a damn near perfect depiction of Batman fighting on screen. And maybe, bring in someone who's like a UFC or One Championship fan.